Football season is over, and so now the college hoops move to the forefront with March Madness just around the bend.
Yeah, one of our local teams working hard to get the invite to the big dance, the Eagles of American University. That's where our Chick Hernandez is tonight. He's had a few days now to recover from his trip in New Orleans. And Chick, how you feeling out there?
Yeah, you know what? I feel pretty good, Lorenzo. It's been a long haul. I have not talked anything but football since, I think, June. So this is a breath of fresh air, and one of the big breaths of fresh air are the Eagles of American University, who are doing some special things here in the Patriot League. As I bring in the head coach of the American Eagles, one Duane Simpkins, who, now we go, it's not way back, it's
way back.
It's way back.
Way back.
That is correct. The Math Star, played at Maryland, and now the head coach at American. So let me get this right. You played for a legend, Morgan Wooten.
Yeah.
You played for a legend in Gary Williams at Maryland. When you speak to these guys, do you ever hear their voices in your head?
Absolutely. In particular at halftime when things aren't going well, you feel a lot of Gary. When you're at half court before practice, you want to do some teaching and instructing, you hear a lot of Morgan Wooten.
Yeah. Look, Duane Simpkins in his second season now here. You guys are 15-10, 9-3, atop the Patriot League.
Yeah.
Why is that? What's happening right now?
Well, we've been really fortunate. We have 3 grad seniors. In college basketball now, if you can get old and stay old, it's going to help you a lot. It's paid dividends. We've had a number of close games so far this year, overtime wins and everything. A lot of that comes from these guys being in the system for 2 years with me and our staff, and also just being older.
Right. You said close games. Now, you won a buzzer beater a little while ago.
Yeah.
And what does a head coach go through when it comes down to the final seconds?
You're just so locked into the game. You don't really. It's almost like when you're a player, you don't hear any noise, anything. But then you watch the game later on that night, and you're like, man, we're down 7 points with 34 seconds to go. We end up winning that game. So it's you get caught up in the moment, but you just stay locked in.
Listen, when you played at Maryland, it was a while ago.
A little while ago, yeah.
There was no social media.
Yeah.
So that would have bothered us both. How does a head coach, because your fellows are going to be on social media, watching all the shows as March Madness approaches, how do you keep them in the one game at a time mentality?
We say that quite a bit, one game at a time. We talk about getting 1% better every day and just stay locked in on the process. You talk about some of the great coaches that I have in my DNA. Both of those guys, Gary Williams and Morgan Wooten, they preach process. The end result is going to be a byproduct of the process.
All right, last thing real quick. I talked to Gary Williams a little while ago via text. He says, well, against the Hoyas, Duane made a winning shot, but missed Joe Smith, who went wide open for a dunk. Is that the way coaches think? You still won the game, but that's what he's thinking about.
He probably watched film, and at the time it was probably those old VCRs, and he probably rewound it 3 or 4 times. Like, if he didn't make that shot, I was going to kill him.
Yeah.
And he was open, but I made the shot.
He's watching right now, by the way.
I'm sure he is.
Coach, good luck tonight against Lafayette.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate
That's the new old fella, Duane Simpkins. We'll send it back to you guys in the studio. I'm going to sit here and watch this game. We'll have some post-game reaction later on at 11 o'clock. Leslie, Lorenzo, let's head back to you.
Yeah, the young people are going VCR.
What
is a VCR?
VCR. Yeah, old school.
Yeah.